Okay, good Monday morning, everybody. I'm here at the Oakley, North Little Rock yard, about to pick up a load of urea fertilizer. There's my loader right there. Actually, he's walked back to turn the conveyor on. But you check in over there and scale in, and then you loop around the building. And the way he likes to do this is he likes to do one dump kind of in the front and one kind of in the back. So I'm supposed to be getting 24 tons of urea, and it's a short trip. It just goes, a couple hours south of here to El Dorado, Arkansas. But yeah, I took a few days off last week, so just coming back out. It's about I don't know, 8:15 in the morning. I came out here today and loaded up all my personal stuff in the truck, and called Manuel around 7:05. He said to call him back about 7:45, which I did. Talked to one of his trainees, I think it was Buck, and he gave me this load. So I am kind of low on fuel, so I told the loader, let's stay at 24 tons or below. Oh, what I was going to say though is when I came back out here and was doing my inspection and everything on the truck and trailer, tried to crank the truck up, and the batteries were almost dead. It would barely turn over. I had forgotten to put my APU on standby. So, you know, the truck had been sitting for 5.5 days. Anyway, I let the tri-pack run for about 20 minutes and it cranked up, so no big deal. All right, so I'm gonna try to give you a shot of this. The way this works is the front end loader will dump the urea into this hopper, and then it just conveys up. He can tell how much he's putting on. He's usually real accurate. And so he'll dump it in here, and then he'll honk at me when he wants me to pull forward, and then he'll start dumping in the back. So that's what we're doing. So I'll give you a shot of this. I tell you what, man, I had my truck washed last week. I tell you, when you park out here on the Oakley yard, especially if you park down on that end, kind of between the driver's lounge and the main office, if you're there, I mean, it's very dusty, I guess is what I'm saying. They got fertilizer loading and barge loading and unloading going on over there, and the truck just ends up dirty again. So you see the urea dumping out in the trailer. That's how it works. Like I said, he dumps it into this hopper, it conveys up, and boom, in the trailer it goes. They told me to make sure my trailer was clean, and it was. I had swept it out and blown it out when I last delivered in, where was it? Tyler, Texas, last Tuesday morning. But I rolled my tarp off and got in there with my blower and gave it another clean out. It was good, but I went ahead and did it again. So let me show you real quick. See the hood of my truck? That's what it looks like after parking on the yard. Okay guys, so like I said, this load goes to some sort of fertilizer co-op, is what it sounds like, down in El Dorado, Arkansas. So I'll try to show you some when we get down there. Hey, I thought while we're waiting here, I'll give you a shot of this from the back. You can see the front starting to get filled up pretty good, so he'll probably be honking at me here in a minute to pull up. That's what it looks like. Okay folks, I'm loaded. That whole thing took about maybe 20 minutes. I'll show you where you scale out. See, there's the driver's lounge and the truck wash, and then the shop there straight ahead, just to give you a reference of where we are. So this is the scale. It says Oakley outbound. On the other side of the building, it says, you know, if you're coming this way, it says Oakley inbound. So you come in and out on this scale. Hopefully I only weigh about 79,000. So it left me room for some fuel. And then you go back here inside the office and check out and get your paperwork. Oh man, let's see, bouncing around there. Well, he didn't leave me much room. Got me at 79,760 with me and the trucks. I don't have room for fuel. All right, only took me 2 or 3 minutes to walk in there and get checked out. Here's what the paperwork looks like. So I ended up, of course, the weights they put on the paperwork are weights without me in the truck. So they got me at 79,500, net product weight of 48,560. So about 24¼ tons. I didn't want them to put that much in, but you know, I've got enough fuel to get down to El Dorado. I mean, it's 135 miles. So, I mean, I'll be okay, but I wanted to get fuel. Anyway, let me send in my shipping information, and then I'm going to show you out the back gate. All right, so I've sent in my information so they know I'm loaded, and you know, all the details, document, you know, BOL document number, gross weight, net weight, tare weight. All right, so I wanted to show you the way out the back gate here. Looks like somebody's cutting the grass. So I haven't been down to El Dorado, Arkansas in many months. There is a chemical plant down there where we pick up loads of ammonia nitrate. So I'd say there's a decent shot of me getting a load out of there. Always when I pick up there, I end up taking it up to Kansas, which is a good run. You know, I tried to get fuel there. Oakley has a couple of fuel pumps right there to the right. And I tried again to get fuel there earlier today, and it will not accept my truck ID number. I don't know what the hang up there is, but I need to talk to somebody and get that corrected. Anyway, you know, it accepts my fuel card, but when it asks for my truck ID number, it says it's invalid. So anyway, we're going to go out the back gate here, and you're supposed to announce your entry or exit into this gate, because it's kind of a narrow turn. Oakley coming out the back gate, on channel 19, just as a safety precaution. So the GPS says we're 2 hours and 38 minutes from my customer, and it's actually a little bit south of El Dorado, Arkansas, looking on the map. So we're pretty much going to be heading directly south out of here. Pretty easy drive. So that's just a quick look of how you get out of the back gate here at the Oakley North Little Rock Yard. See you in El Dorado. All right, boys and girls. Well, I owe you an apology. I did not get any footage of that delivery back there in El Dorado, Arkansas. It was It was just a small, it was really just a family, I think they had some cattle and they grew some hay. They had a little 2-bay shed there on the property where they stored urea and maybe some other fertilizer, and they just use it themselves and sell it to other people nearby. But it was a skinny little road. In fact, I was kind of worried that I was not in the right place, and there was no phone number on the order. But just in the nick of time, before I began to just get too worried, these two fellows came up on a four-wheeler, and turned out I was only about 100 yards from where I needed to be. So they kind of helped me out, showed me where to go, where to back up. And then it was a dead-end road, so I had to go down to, it was like a little electric station down at the end of the road. There's enough room to kind of pull in there and then back up to get turned around and go back down the road. So, some creative driving skills. But when I called Manuel after that, he sent me to Glenwood, Arkansas, which that's where I'm on the way there now. Still got about a little under 2 hours to go. You know, it's going to be country driving all the way. As you can see, I'm just cutting across kind of central South Arkansas, heading to the northwest a bit. We're going to be picking up what they call a head lap at a certain teed plant. We pick up there a lot, and delivering it, it's kind of a short trip to certain teed plant down in Shreveport. So I should have just enough time to get there before they stop loading. And this place in Shreveport, they start receiving at 3 p.m. You know, and I'll probably be looking at getting there sometime in the evening, you know, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., something like that. I don't know, but I should have enough time to get there. And then that'll probably eat up all of my time. But they have a lot there. You can overnight park there, so I've done that a couple of times. So that's kind of my plan as of now. And Manuel said he was going to try to get me a trip lined up for after that, so I could either get going early in the morning or drive some more tonight if I want, depending on my clock. So that's kind of a setup for what we're doing. As you can see, it's sprinkling a little bit. I wish it would rain for a few minutes just to rinse my truck off. I think it's got like a 40% chance of rain today. It's not terribly hot. My truck thermometer says 79, and it's 1 o'clock afternoon, so hey, for July, that's all right. So usually the loads here at this Glenwood Certainty plant are pretty quick. Basically scale in, check in, pull under the loading chute. You know, it's like roofing granules. Load pretty quick, scale out, get your paperwork, back on the road. I'm just giving you a look at some of the rural South Arkansas countryside. Yeah, I meant to film some of that back there, but I just got busy and everything dumped out real clean. All I did was jump up in the trailer with my blower, kind of blow out a little bit of that urea that was left over, but it wasn't much at all. So dumped out pretty clean, All right, we're getting a little more rain. Anyway, that's what we're doing. All right, folks, so we're approaching the Certainty place here in, well, they call it Glenwood, Arkansas. We drove through Glenwood, actually, a few miles back. And gotta be careful, because around one of these turns, yeah, here we go. Around this turn is the entrance. We're gonna go down the hill here on the left side of the facility. Go ahead and show it to you. I'll get out down here somewhere and open up my tarp. So basically we're going to go down the hill. And if you see there's a sign there that says trucks. Go to the right. They don't want you going on the scale from this direction. So you got to circle around. You'll see there's an Oakley truck up there getting loaded right now, and I saw one leaving back there about 6 miles back. We're probably all going to the same place. So just going to show you this in case you've never been here. Just going to make a big loop here to the left. Hop on the scale, go inside the office and check in. And then we'll pull into that loading spot where that other Oakley truck was. All right, so here's the check-in shack. All right, there's nobody in there at the moment, but we'll get checked in and I'll try to show you some loading. Okay, so it took me about 10 minutes to get checked in there. The loader also does the checking in. And another Oakley truck came in, so I got one empty Oakley truck behind me and one that just got loaded. So he got my weight, asked me how much I wanted. I told him 24 tons. He said, pull on around, asked me if I'd been here before. All right, he's letting me go. It's a sharp turn there, so. Woo, my back tires kind of hit a hump of dirt back there. All right, so we're gonna pass through this loading area and go on to the next one. You see they got a cone there on the left just to line you up with the chute. I'm going to start in the middle. Again, this product is called Headlap. It's the material they put on the part of the roofing shingle that is usually it's just a dark black color. Doesn't actually have the matching roofing granules on it. All right, I'm looking at the cone back here, trying to. I'm gonna stop. Whoops! I went too far. All right, let me back up. All right, that looks a little better. Okay, well, the loader guy came over and asked me to pull around. Because the other truck that just got loaded, they want to put some more product on, about 1,000 pounds. So he's having me and the other empty Oakley that was behind me pull around. So this guy can get some more product put in. And then we'll be in line again. So I'm going to go around here and maybe you'll be able to see some of this. Let's see. I can go around this scale, looks like. So I'm going to do that. Give me a wider turn too. All right. And then we'll exit up that hill right there. So while I was waiting on the loader to scale me in, I got in with my blower and blew out my trailer one more time. I mean, it was okay, but there was 3 or 4 little pieces of urea loose in there. Should be good. So now you can see that truck is getting more product at it. These guys do a good job of loading the amount you ask them to load. Maybe this guy just underestimated what he needed to begin with. But you can see that only took 20 seconds. So he'll pull out and then I'll pull up and it'll be my turn. That guy there in the yellow hat is the one I had checked in with. But it looks like he's going to go check out the guy that just got loaded. So he's, as you can see, eloquently giving me instructions to pull in. All right, let's try it again. All right, guys. He's already started. He was double checking with me to see how much I wanted. So he's shooting for 24 tons. But that's what it looks like. It's called a headlap. It looks like black roofing granules, but it's really not. But that's what we're getting. And then, as I showed you earlier, you go around that way to the scale. You can see you got the other Oakley truck. That's a half-round trailer there behind me. Let's see what it looks like from up front. And what I'll do is watch my gauges, and once it starts to get, if it starts piling up above my bows there, I'll back up or pull forward a little bit just to move the loading position a little bit. But this all happens pretty fast. We're all getting the same product, so they don't have to like reload product. I think this is all they do here, but I'm not positive of that. All right, well, that's how it works. Okay, folks, we're in Shreveport, Louisiana with this load of headlamp I picked up a few hours ago in Glenwood, Arkansas. And we're about to turn into the Certainteed plant here in Shreveport. I'm going to show you how this works. Now the gate is open, but your work order will contain a gate code if you get here and the gate is closed. You can punch it in right there, supposedly. So we've got to go around the building. I'm going to show you this. This battery may go dead, so if you get an abrupt ending, you'll know what happened. There's a scale up here to the right, but you do not have to scale in. There is no scaling in or out here. Remember, we picked this up at a Certainteed facility, and we're delivering it to a Certainteed facility. So they just go by that. Oh, my brakes are squeaky. It's rained on me a bit coming down here. All right. Now you can go straight and loop around this little parking lot, but since there's nothing here, now they'll be loading flatbeds over here in the morning, and I may overnight park over there in that little gravel area to the right. We'll see how it goes. But the place we unload this product is going to be over here on the other side of these rail cars. So let's see what's going on back here. There is one Oakley truck. No, I misspoke. I thought I saw a truck in the unload position, but I am wrong. That's good. Maybe we'll be able to back right up. All right, you see that little, over here to the left, there's a little white awning in front of this gray office building. That's where we're gonna back up to unload. So since there's nobody there, I'm gonna go ahead and, you see they got some cones there and a little yellow stripe to help you guide yourself in. But before I back up, I'm gonna go in there and make sure they're ready for me. Okay guys, so I'm backed into the unload position. The unloader kind of helps you get backed up and positioned properly here on the conveyor. He wanted me to leave my tarp on because it's been raining on and off. So we just started unloading. It's been running maybe 5 minutes. It takes probably 40 minutes or 45 minutes. But you can see how it works. It just dumps out the back here. At some point I'll have to raise the trailer up a little higher. He told me to let him know when I'm gonna raise it up some more, because he may have to adjust the conveyor a little bit. But basically they like you to stand back here and watch the conveyor so that if something happens, like if the conveyor stops, they want you to shut the door real quick so it doesn't pile up and make a mess. But that's it. Like I said, this is probably going to take a good 30 or 45 minutes. But that's it. Head lap. And it goes over here onto another conveyor and then on up into their storage areas. They got several tanks up there. So I didn't catch, I think it's about 7 p.m. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna have much time left on my clock. So I don't know if I'm probably just gonna park out here in their holding lot, leave out as early as I get my clock back in the morning. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not. I need to go look at it, but they've sent me an order for tomorrow, so we'll be able to get up and get going, picking up somewhere in Texas and going to Alabama. That's about all I know. So more on that later.